We are back, as I've promised that we'll be back in the lunch hour. Hopefully, don't have load shedding that side, and hopefully, we're not going to experience one this side. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, doing the show called TBR Solution Sports Forum. And then I'm not all by myself. I'm joined by Tshepang Last Born Kgole. Last Born, kindly greet the viewers.
Yes, afternoon to the viewers out there. And yes, thanks for having me again, Mr. Shabalala.
Now, look, listen here, big one. Mr. Patrice Motsepe, or Dr. Patrice Motsepe, has gone out with the Motsepe Foundation, the family business, to say they will take over from Glad Africa. Now, as the story unfolded, apparently Dr. Ivan Khoza called him because he was about to get out of the country, meaning Dr. Motsepe was about to jet out to go to CAF activities. And then Dr. Khoza called him and said, this is an emergency. So apparently they were having problems. He never indicated what was the issue. Having problems with Glad Africa, maybe Glad Africa was not renewing the sponsorship. So Dr. Patrice Motsepe came to the rescue. And yeah, so I want you to elaborate as far as that information is concerned.
Yes, so apparently that situation happened, and they say that it took a phone call, Dr. Ivan Khoza um, called Dr. Patrice Motsepe, just took a phone call to sort out the whole situation, and Dr. Patrice Motsepe was gladly was willing to help, and it's alleged that Glad Africa, the sponsorship, will not be carrying on. Apparently, they are struggling to fulfill the sponsorship, I could say, or the amendment, the agreement, that they've made with the National Vision, so that is why the Motsepe Foundation actually yes, the Motsepe Foundation will be running the NFT. So it will be one of the sponsorships of the NFT. So it will be ran under the Motsepe Foundation. So that's where the Motsepe Foundation has come and rescued the NFT. So they are also helping out also in the ABC Motsepe League, and now they are also in the NFT as well. So I personally feel like it's good because of Dr. Patrice Motsepe's foundation is actually saving South African football. Is saving South African football because, as we have heard from next season as well, the ABC Motsepe League, they will not the teams that will be winning the league will not be getting actually all the teams in terms of sponsorship will not be getting 1 million, but they are actually upping the price now to 3 million rand. So which is good. He says the plan is to sustain the teams and to make sure that the teams are well run and everything in terms of infrastructure is being covered. So with them also being part of the NFT, I feel like a lot of changes will be implemented on a positive scale as well. So I personally do support and agree with what he has done. He has saved again South African football in that statue as well. So I actually commend him a lot on that. So his influence, I could say, in the game, him being involved in the game now, you could see that he's hands on. He's
Right.
hands
Let's
on.
let's move on. Let's move
What?
on because I'm worried about time. And then the other important thing is we hear that what is this team again? Skukune. They've decided to relocate. All right. They decided that they want to go back and play in Peter Mokaba Stadium. All right. Instead of them playing at Ellis Park, which is now known as Emirates Airline Park. All right. So they've decided to relocate. It makes a lot of sense looking at the fact that this is the team purport to be the Limpopo team, but playing Joburg. So I don't know whether you want to say something so that we move on quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
there is a team from Limpopo, so at least I think it's one team left in Limpopo right now. So those were great news actually, and for the province of Limpopo as well.
yeah, those are exciting news. And then, it would be nice. Now, while I'm still there, Kaiser Chiefs, Kaiser Jr., he's on a mission. He has signed this guy, Muzi Maluleke, a senior sports scientist and strength and conditioning coach. This guy, they snatched him from University of Pretoria, which is a very good sign. That means now they definitely want to see the players being taken care of. Remember, one of the issues that I was complaining about at some point was why, when we were talking Orlando Pirates, and then the issue was they have injuries and all that. But my question was the fitness team, what is their role? What are they doing? Do they try by all means to ensure that that is sorted out? Because for me, you cannot continue to have the issue of injuries. So you need to look closely what are the issues. All right. Now, let's talk about the confirmed signings. You want to look at that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, look at that. Do you have them on your site, the confirmed signings? Or should I look
Yes.
at them? Do you have them?
Okay, so we can look at overall the signings that are happening also right now.
Yeah, yeah. And look, let's start with PSL and then let's move on. You can give it to me.
Oh, okay. Um, so with the signings that are happening all around, we can also confirm that Ronan Williams as well. They haven't officially announced them, but we hear that he has signed with Mamelodi Sundowns as well. Ronan Williams will be going to Mamelodi Sundowns. I think that's a huge blow for Orlando Pirates. I think Pirates took time with that deal, for years, because it was supposed to happen years ago for them to sign him, but he's suddenly going to Mamelodi Sundowns, and Orlando with Skukune as well, having the likes of Lindam Tambo as well in their team from Orlando Pirates.
Mm, mm,
He's part of the Skukune team now, Lindam Tambo as well. And we can see that Captain Daniels as well, the veteran, the PSL veteran, 37 years of age. He'll be joining Cape Town Spurs. He'll be leaving Maritzburg United. So, yeah, he still wants to play more football. And we also saw that Royal AM has introduced their players as well yesterday officially, the likes of Nikovic, Hamilton as well, joining the team. So they are also beefing up their squad as well. I could say there's only one team which I'm worried about in terms of signings is Orlando Pirates. They haven't blown up that much in the transfer window. I feel like they still need to do a lot of digging and more signing as well because of they've lost as well as Tshepang Munare has left Orlando Pirates, has joined Royal AM as well. So I feel like Orlando Pirates is losing a lot of players, but they're not signing strong players as well. So I'm just
mm,
concerned about them.
mm. Now, let me also give you the confirmed signings, starting, alphabetical with Amazulu. Amazulu have signed Vuloyeke Zulu and Rian Hanam, both from, what is this, Chipa United. Tando Mukumela, Cape Town Spurs, Tumisani Zuma, Kaiser Chiefs, from Kaiser Chiefs, Augustine Quem and Etienne Brooks, both from TS Galaxy, and Rally Bialwa, Simba United in Tanzania, and Frank Mohango from Orlando Pirates. So those are the signings. Cape Town Spurs, and nothing confirmed as far as the signings is concerned. Chupa United have signed Azola Matros from Orlando Pirates, okay? Kaizer Chiefs have signed George Matlo, Kamuhelo Mahlatsi, Dalen Simons, all from Swallows, Yusuf Mat, Skukune United, Ashley Dupree, and Zitang Quiniga, both Stellenbosch, and Siatemba Sitebe Amazon. So those are the Kaizer Chiefs signing. Lemontville Golden Arrows, they've signed Ryan Moon, who was playing in Sweden. So he's joining Golden Arrows. Then Mamelodi Sundowns, they confirmed so far, we are talking about Robin Williams, and then we have Sipo Mbuli, all right? And then Marisbeck United, Bongani Sam from Orlando Pirates, and then Marumo Gallants, they've signed Lisibanku, Samuel Ngomo, both Polokwane City, Kekotso More, Mangaung United. Orlando Pirates, they've signed Tapelo Kloki from Amazulu, Ngosinati, Sibisi, Golden Arrows, Evidence Mahopa, Baroka FC, Benemva Evanga, and Azola Matros, both Chipa United, and Miguel Tim from Marubo Gallants. Remember, there is a new team called Richards Bay, all right? Sorry. Richards Bay, they've signed Ganiso Zungu, Abel Mabaso from Orlando Pirates, Sanel Barnes, Pretoria University, Sibusiso Mtetra, Stellenbosch, Matume Mabeba, TS Sporting, Yanele Mbutuma, Etuando FC, Michael Gumete, Golden Arrows, Tulani Gumete, Royal Coastal, Sianda Dlamini, Utangoti, and Niviwe Mdabuga, Cape Town All Stars. And then Royal AM, as you said, Nokovic is there, and Getula Ndovu, and Razung Ruzin Hamaldin, Swallows. Andre de Jong, they've secured that one from what you call from Amazulu. And then Skukune United, everybody's taking from Orlando Pirates. I don't know what's happening. Tsokufatso Mabasa, Linda Mtambo, as you said, from Orlando Pirates, Denwin Farm, Train Tsepo Mukabi, both Baroka, Elias I think I lost you. I don't know what happened. I hope you'll be able to come back. Are you there now? Last born?
Yes, I'm back now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost you for a few minutes. I don't know what was happening. You know, the effects of load shedding, they really, hit very hard. So things do happen, and then especially on this technological world. And Skukune United, as I've already said, they've taken Elias Makwana from Platinum City Rovers, Abednego Musiataha from Cape Town Spurs. And then Stellenbosch, I'm worried about them too. They have not yet confirmed any new signing. Supersport United also not have confirmed new signing. Moroka Swallows, 2, nothing. And TS Galaxy also, they have not confirmed. This information courtesy of Goal Magazine. I took all this information from Goal Magazine. Yeah, so this is what is happening. This is little bit worrying. What is happening. And then any other news that you'd like to share?
No, we can proceed.
And then I'm told that what is his name? Mo Salah has signed a long-term deal, a 3-year deal. I don't know why do they call it a long-term. It's a 3-year deal. Long-term, it would start from 5 years, as far as I'm concerned. 3-year deal with Liverpool. His contract is ending in 2025. So I don't know there's any other signing that would like to look at. We also hear the news that Neymar is not wanted at PSG. We also hear the rumor that Messi also could be offloaded. Although that one I searched, I went to all the publication overseas, I went to PSG side and look at that. It has not been confirmed. What I know, Neymar, of course, he could be released to any team that is interested in him. They tried to offer Barcelona to take him. Apparently, he's also itching to go to Barcelona. What's your take about this?
Yeah, I mean the Neymar issue, okay, but it's a bit tricky because of his contract also is supposed to expire in 2025, if I'm not mistaken. He has because he had renewed his contract the previous season. So if they saying that they want to offload Neymar, he's not wanted anymore, then it's a huge blow for PSG financially. You know, it wouldn't make sense for them. But maybe with these transfers, they do negotiate with other teams as well. If they want to make the deal successful. But if it goes back to Barcelona, I think it will be a huge signing for Barcelona, and it will benefit Neymar as well. I don't see him going in any other team besides Barcelona, to be honest.
Well, unfortunately, Barcelona seems not to be interested because his wage to start with. And then I also have good news about Barcelona. They've made profit, which means Laporta is doing a good job. Yeah, so the issue is they seems not to be happy, all right, with Neymar, the way his antics and all that. I think Neymar should also evaluate, you know. Remember, Neymar has a long-term injury. There was this injury that really, but his antics also, they don't help, his behavior, his parting ways, him going to the parties and all that. All those, they don't help, lose of temper, fighting everybody. You know what? Uh, if you ask me what's going to happen, I see Neymar going back to PSG. Going back to PSG and say, guys, I apologize. That's what you should do, to be honest. I apologize, reduce the salary that I'm earning to a reasonable amount, because that's what scares a lot of people. Because PSG are adamant, they say they want that 200 million euros. All right. And I can tell you, PSG, the relationship between PSG and Barcelona is not good at all. They are not going to make it easy for Barcelona to have Neymar on their books. I don't know. Do you want to say something there?
Yes, no, that's true. That's what I'm saying. That only maybe an agreement between the two teams, if it happens that they want to get Neymar back. If it happens though that they reach an agreement, then it can happen. In terms of the salaries and how they'll sort out the wage bill. But for now, it's a bit tricky because hence I said that Neymar's release clause probably is a lot. You know, it's too high, and most teams are actually scared to commit into wanting to sign Neymar. So we'll just see what happens. But it seems like a lot is happening in Paris. A lot of, I think the owner is actually reconsidering a lot of things. As they said that he's a very impatient man. He demands results, very quick. So I think things are not going their way at the moment, and they are just reevaluating a lot of things in terms of the players that they have, and if the players are worth it, they are worthy to stay there or not.
Mm. Yeah, well, we'll see. Now let's move on. There is this player Rafinha from Leeds United, and then I think Chelsea, they've reached an agreement with Leeds United, and they've offered Leeds United a very good money. But unfortunately, the player wants to go to Barcelona, and his what is called his manager, which is Deco, very interesting, wants him to join Barcelona. I don't know how they're going to navigate, but Barcelona definitely they're not going to afford the money that they're asking for. And then Barcelona came up with, I think, the third bid, juggling around, let's do this and add ons and all that. Those guys, they want what Chelsea is offering to give them in cash. So yeah, I don't know what's your take.
Yeah, we saw the Rafinha issue. Yeah, Leeds just 165 million, and Barcelona is willing to give, I think it was 59, but with add-ons, and there's just a lot of clauses within that contract. So Leeds, no, Leeds is not budging. They only want what Chelsea is offering. So Barcelona again is coming in with another bid, but it seems like Chelsea will actually win him over. But because of, I don't think Barcelona can stretch it to stretch that deal that far, you know. But Rafinha wanted to go to Barcelona, you know. So I don't know. It's tricky, you know, for the player as well, because he wants to go to Barcelona. But at the end of the day, the club wants what it actually initiated, you know, with the price tag that they actually want. So Chelsea, it seems like they're the ones that are going to win, that are going to win them over. But we'll just see how that turns out in the next week, you know. But it seems like the deal is quite close. Rafinha might be going to Chelsea, then Barcelona.
There you are. Let's see what's gonna happen. And then we hear that Usman Dembele, he is now free. Does not have a team now. He can go to any team. But guess what? It seems as if people are not interested in him. And then the matter is dragging on and on. And Laporta, the way I see he plays it, the more he drags them on and on, the more he's gonna reduce his offer for Tembele. And the rumors are the more he stays, he's gonna lose about 1 million euros a month that he was supposed to get. So he's sitting there, he's not earning anything. I don't know. What could be your advice? How could you advise a player when things are unfolding in this fashion?
Yeah, I think with Dembele, his price tag as well, his wages as well. I mean, for him to go to Barcelona, his wage was too high as well, you know, when he was signed from Dortmund. So I think he still remains, he still wants to keep the same value that he has. And maybe teams now are also looking. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider. There's injuries involved. You know, when it comes to Dembele, he can't finish a season. He hasn't finished the season ever since he was in Barcelona, you know. So I think teams are considering a lot, and with his agent as well, demanding a lot of money for the player, you know. But when you can look at the player's profile, he hasn't had so much success at Barcelona than Dortmund. So maybe it's hard for teams to commit, but it's the agent, you know, that's there. Dembele doesn't really decide his future 100%, but is as well as with his agents, you know. So he's a free agent now. So maybe they are still discussing other possibilities with other clubs, because I know definitely there are big clubs that want to sign him. Chelsea was involved in the race as well. PSG as well wanted him. Man United wanted him as well. So
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. Yeah,
we don't
okay,
know
you were
which team
cut.
will actually get it. And
Okay, you got cut. I don't know what happened. Um, did you do the mute on your side or what?
no, can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, I can hear you now. All right. Now let's move on. Barcelona, the news as far as Barcelona is concerned, they have recently finalized the sale of 10%, okay, of the club's TV rights to American fund called Sixth Street in a deal worth 207.5 million euros. And then that enables them to generate a profit of 267 million euros. And then, but however, while the sale of 10% TV rights has been viewed as the first step towards Barcelona securing the season ahead, the club are in a position to register new players or pursue top targets. So that will enable them to get all those players that they want. And they still have a room to play, you know. Apparently, Barcelona, they can still sell 15% of their TV rights if they so desire to do so. And they are currently negotiating to sell the remainder of the TV rights. I think that the 15%, around 400 million euros, before they can jet out of the country to go and play in United States as a preseason preparation. And should they do this, and that will enable them to meet the desired, fair play requirement of 1:3 rule. So those are good news for Barcelona. I don't know whether you want to say something as far as that is concerned, so that we move on to other news quickly.
Yeah, in terms of financial, I could say it makes financial sense, and kind of a relief in terms of um, finances when for Barcelona, I could say, because of they've been struggling in terms of finances, and they always wanted to get some sort of a relief fund somewhere. I think this will be a huge boost for them. It will help them financially in
Mm.
order for them to get back on their feet again.
Yeah, and it's a little bit worrying that Barcelona, they want to offload Frankie de Jong, and Frankie de Jong doesn't want to leave. But it looks like they're determined. They want him out because they want to raise money. I don't know what's your take about that.
Yeah, with the Frankie de Jong situation as well. I think the wage bill is also high, you know. But for them, I don't think they have much of an option. But I could say that he also it's a player that knows his worth as well. So if there are offers as well, better offers that are knocking and coming in, then he's opted to take, the option as well. So Man United, I think maybe might close the deal in the next couple of days in signing Frankie De Jong. So yeah, it's sad, but also this is what's happening at the club currently.
Well, I think Frankie wants to say to Barcelona, that is the team he dreamt of playing. And then we know that Manchester United have signed Tyrell Malaysia, all right? And then agreement has been reached on personal agreement and waiting to sign the contract soon. Apparently, that will be worth plus minus 15 million euros plus 2 million adds on to the Feyenoord. Okay. So yeah, so if they sign him, this will be the first signing for Man United, and then yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. And then do you want to say something about Man United
Yeah,
in terms of them doing the, the 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 transfer on the transfer market?
yeah, we see that they are getting involved in the market right now. We're complaining about them, but now we see that they are starting to get in the market. They've signed the Malaysia as a left back, and then they are also following in on. There's a young man which we saw 2 days ago, Andros Martinez, is an Argentinian player as well. So he's from Ajax. It's alleged that they are also getting close in signing him. There's the Frankie de Jong signing as well. And there's a boy from Ajax called Anthony as well. Gifted left foot talent right there. A lot of teams actually want the signature of the boy, but it seems like Man United might be close in signing him. And yeah, so we'll see. They're starting to come up in this transfer window, as well as Christian Eriksen. They've shown the interest of on Christian Eriksen, but Christian Eriksen is alleged that he will decide in the next couple of days whether he stays at Brentford or joins Man United. So we'll see how that unfolds also.
Chelsea are in direct contact with Man United in relation to sign Raheem Sterling deal. What's your take about that?
Yeah, so Raheem Sterling wants to leave Manchester City, So we saw that Barcelona as well were in the race, but I don't think in terms of the wages, I think Raheem Sterling's wages are also too high, So we can see that Chelsea has been very interested over the past 2 weeks, and it's getting close. Looks like he'll be joining Chelsea soon. So yeah, for me, it was a shock. It was a surprise, but Chelsea, it seems like, I mean, it can afford any player. So for the player to actually go there, I think it's more of he wants stability, you know, game time. He's looking at his future now. He just wants to secure in terms of game time as well. And he's just looking up for his future.
And I'm told that AC Milan are in direct contact now with Chelsea regarding Hakim Ziyech. What's your take about that? And what would you advise Zakim Ziyech if you were probably Ziyech, if you're probably his advisor or maybe advising Chelsea? What would you say? That's one. Are you cut again? Okay, yeah. So those are the news. Zakim Ziyech. So apparently he may join, AC Milan. And remember, the player was not playing at Chelsea, and then he was worried about the playing time. So he has always wanted to play. So sometimes maybe it's good for him maybe to go and try somewhere. And I see that I've lost Tshepang, but nevertheless, I just want to share something because I want to move directly to the Messi Special and share with you the news as far as the Messi Special is concerned today. There's quite a lot that we can share. Hopefully, Tshepang will be able to join with me again. And then, yeah, so I'll see what can I share in terms of the Messi Special. Are you there again?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What happened?
Yeah, I guess it's the network.
Network again. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. Those are the issues. Now let me move on. Will you allow me to move on to the Messi Special?
Yes.
Let's move on to the Messi Special. I'm gonna start here. This guy. The more I pay attention to him, the more I respect him. That's me. I'm not saying you should do what I do, but the more I really look, this man is alleged. We have seen that he's a family man. You'll always see Messi with his family, and then and then now, if you look at the picture here, it's Messi and his sister and his two brothers. I didn't even know that he's got two brothers. I knew that he had the sister. No, I knew that he had a brother who works as his agent. But now I understand there's a sister too. Now, Messi has 4 siblings in total. All right, those are the news. Messi fans may not know or do not know Messi's siblings because they are not so active in the media. Messi is the third in his family. All right, he's the third one in the family. His older brother, Rodrigo Messi, he currently manages the daily needs of family and Leo's PR. So he's handling Leo's PR. And then Matthias, his half brother, he handles Messi's professional brand and charity fund, Leo Messi's Foundation. Their only sister, which is Maria, she works on the fashion industry. He's the brand manager of the Messi store. Now, this is what I want to talk. Family business. This is all of us as parents wish that if you can have family business. What's your take about this?
Yeah, I mean, when doing for his family members, his siblings, keeping them within the family, I could say the family business, but not just that, but using his name as a brand, bringing in his family to take charge of his brand, and manage them well, and give them opportunities within his brand and find ways on how to expand expand his brand with his family members, with his siblings is actually incredible, you know. Just keeping the brand within the family. I mean, I didn't know this. This is my first time, you know, seeing this. I just knew that he has two siblings, brothers, but I didn't know that he's got a sister as well. So that's what he's doing, you know, for his siblings, you know, is actually incredible.
He has also taken the half brother. And look, listen to this. If you see Messi, you'll see Messi with his wife and his kids. His wife and his kids. I hope they maintain that because that's a good example, to be honest, you know. Yeah, let's move on. The Messi genius. I want to share with you something that the man is no more competing with players anymore, you know, and then I listen to a lot of people saying this and that about Messi, that he's an institution on his own. Look, when you compare him, since from his debut in 2004, he has won how many trophies? 40 trophies, all right? Real Madrid from that period have won 25, PSG 31, FC Barcelona 35, Bayern Munich 38, all right? So what's your take?
Yeah, I mean, ever since he started playing,
Yeah.
ever since, you know, the number of accolades, trophies that he has won is actually incredible. You know, 40, going 40, still more to go. You know, he's just his records now, to be honest, because of he still has time. Um, he has achieved more than all of these big clubs, to be honest. So, I mean, there, I mean, there's only so much you could say about him. I mean, the stats are here, you know, right in front of us.
The stats won't lie. Look, I want also to share this. I don't know whether you can see this. Can you see this?
Yes, yes, I can.
The most assists in football history. All right. Messi is a complete player. He's leading even there. He's at 331 assists. David Beckham, 250. In other words, no active player is following him in terms of assist, except Di Maria, who's at number 4. All right. Louis Figo has retired. Thierry Henry has retired. Dusan Tujic has retired. Mesut Ozil, I don't know whether he's still playing. And Luis Suarez. And then I forgot to mention, Luis Suarez is also a free agent. Okay. And I wonder why Atletico, they don't want to renew Luis Suarez's contract. Well, the relationship between Luis Suarez and Barcelona has just, you know, and I don't know, PSG, they could take him if I were PSG. He's a free agent. And then bring in that combination of him and Messi. He's not going to play too much. 2 years, I think he'll be done. So I don't know. We'll see. Thomas Muller is one of the players who's playing. Look where he is. And then what's Neymar is. Can you see where Neymar is? And
Yes, yes, I can.
your player, Cristiano Ronaldo, is far down there with 230. And then Cesc Fabregas, you know, Cesc Fabregas is one of those great assists, but he's there down there with Cristiano, and then and Donovan and De Bruyne. All right, and now you come and say something about Messi, and then today I didn't do Messi and Ronaldo. We'll do it next time. All right. Last born, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It was nice doing the show with you. And then if you can just bid the viewers farewell, I really enjoyed this show. And thank you very much to the people who continue to subscribe.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Shabalala, to the viewers and for the continuous support. And with the numbers, our numbers are growing. Thank you very much. We are a platform which just shows and just shares, you know, our views in terms of football, you know, and free freely as well, try and share as much content as we possibly can, so thank you very much.
And I think that as a closing remark, we are the big R, all the positive R words, all those English words that starts with R, but those words must be positive. One of them is relationship. Why Dr. Ivan Kosa just picked up a call to Dr. Motsepe. That's relationship, and he secured a good deal. So this is a way to go. Go out there and build relations, positive relations. If they become sour, just move out quietly. Don't even make noise and move on, because not all relationship will work. All right. Last one, that's a lesson to you. That's a lesson to viewers out there. Continue to build a positive relationship. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from the Big R, or TBR Solution. One of the companies owned by TBR Solution is the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. I'm sure you have noticed that the past few months or so, we've seen a lot of deaths, and those deaths are attributed to mental illness. Mental illness can be caused by anything, can be caused by stress, depression, and stress and depression can be caused by a number of things: lack of finances, or financial problem, or social problem, or marital problem. So they cause all those problems. We in the financial sector, we see it almost now and again, because we work with various organizations like GPF, Independent Fund Organization. But while I'm still there, let me stress, we don't have a formal relationship with GPF, but we work with them because most of our people are from there. Now, working with those people, you know very well that people who are working for the government, they're expected to retire at the age of 60 and above, right? If you retire earlier than that, then you are being penalized by GPF. And sometimes people say, no, I need money. So what do? They resign. They say, no, let the money go to my bank account. Once you do that, you are tax heavy. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? But now, let's say for argument's sake, you are 55 as we speak and above, and you are contemplating of either resigning or going on pension in the next 3 months or so. Just drop us a WhatsApp so that we help you to expedite for your payment. Because according to the GPF rules and pension fund law, once a client or a member receive an SMS that they have received your forms, that means they have 60 days to complete the process. And mind you, the 60 days is a maximum. It doesn't mean it has to take 60 days. It's a maximum. Now, sometimes we see people, they don't get their money for 2 to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, even more, or a year or so. And then there, the problem could emanate either from the GPF side, employer side, a member himself. So what do? We try to expedite that process by making sure that we understand the workings of GPF. If it's a member, we help him to do the right thing. The same with GPF, the same with employer organization. Now, remember, as I have already said, that with GPF, it's 60 and above. Now, and then we say if you're 55 or more, you can contact us. And another good element is this: with the fund that we are working with, there is a whole lot of flexibility. You can decide how much you earn. That's how flexible it is. And if, let's say, you pass on, you and your spouse, you can nominate anyone. You are not limited to your immediate family, like your biological children or an officially adopted children. Remember, even your children, they can benefit as long as they're 22 and below. But with us, it doesn't matter. They can be above 22, they can be your elders, or they will still benefit because you nominated them. And then we try by all means that when we take the money from GPF, and invest with credible fund organization. We try by all means that you are list text, all right? And then, and even you are not punished because you are not taking the money, because you are taking to another fund. So which means an independent and credible fund. So it means that there's no need to tax you more. So those are some of the advantages that are there. So you need to bear that in mind. And then if you want to know more, just drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp number. Then we'll call you back. You don't have to call us. We'll call you back and see how can we expedite it. I thank you.